Hello everyone, Granite Roots here again today, and we're going to do our first set of strikes, and it's going to be the Shiverpeaks IBS or Icebrood Saga Fast 5. I'm running a lac healer for this, and I'll just talk you through it as we go. And it looks like we're starting at the easiest one first. And you just saw that screen I had the pop up. That's what you can expect. There's usually a ready up in here, which someone hit. We're going to hit let's do this. So typically strikes are gathered into, you can see up here on my left, squads of 10 players. They usually go one squad, but it's two sub squads, 10 players into two sub squads. Each sub squad will have a healer, and then a boon applier with DPS, then 3 DPS also per squad. I'm running the healer portion with that gives alacrity, and when you run these, typically if you want to get into strikes, the first 3 are the easiest and nobody really cares what happens. So this is the very first one, easy one. As it starts out, you just have to run up this pass where your boulders come down, use stability to get around, or try to hide along the side, which I didn't do. And if you don't, here's what happens. You get knocked all the way down. People usually drop stability, and this is slippery, so I'm having a hard time going up. So I'll just sit here and wait till the next snowball comes down. Okay. And when someone, so there's like a jumping puzzle up here. When someone gets to the top, a beacon will be lit, and you can just click there. So if you're not good at jumping puzzles, I usually just kind of run it till someone opens a beacon. Your commander's about there. Okay, so see the beacon here. I'm going to click on that and teleport up. So this is the boss right here. He's pretty easy. I'll just talk about the attacks as we go. Basically it's like a DPS column. Just spam your skills and kill it. Stay close. Always stay stacked when you're in these, because that's where you get your food. That's where you get your okay, they're readied up. That's where you get your healing and buffs, so that way you can just focus on doing damage, not worry about healing or stuff. Even if you're ranged, you still want to be on stack, because they can't heal you if you're across the map. But you do just as much damage here. Okay. So he does a bunch of slams, as you see. Usually we can ignore these in this stage. And now he's going to sweep us. We're going to spin around. And he's already invulnerable, so we've knocked his bar down. See how I have no bar? I can't target him. Don't waste your time doing damage on him until his bar comes back up, which will be right here. Some of his strikes will be stronger. He might get knocked down, but you can just ignore that. So see how pretty... And that does a swipe. I sometimes sidestep that, just because, I mean, if you don't need to be in it, don't be in it. But most of his attacks on this, it's so easy. Groups are so experienced, you can just basically stack on a group and just spam your rotation. And remember, as a reminder, gear for this is exotics. Try to find a build, preferably off your favorite website, whether it's Snow Crows or insert favorite website there that says raids. I use a raid build, and they are very useful. So these go super fast. So to clear out 5 strike missions, which used to take like an hour and a half. Okay, so that's Shiverpeaks squad. That's gonna. Ooh, more food here. But I like the one I've got with the oyster. So now I'm gonna wait for the commander to open the next one. So that went really quick, but it's really easy. The later ones get a little more mechanic heavy. Not terrible, but it's good. So you can see the commander up there, green tag. He's at the gate, choosing our next room, so I'm just going to wait for the pop-up. And use the reinforced armor. This is good for survivability too. There, I was getting low. Now I'm back up. Okay, so there's my pop-up. I'm going to click. This is the Shaman. I will admit I'm terrible at the beginning. Oh, and if you have masteries, right here, you see these pillars, it drops these orbs. You want to grab these till you get maxed out right here. And see, it gives you bonus rewards, increased magic find and such. and even increased ability to do some other special attacks. So this is the Shaman. When it starts, he's going to drop a bunch of AoEs. If you get caught in him, you're going to freeze, and you're going to see me get caught in him because I always do. I'm awful about that. But you turn into ice, but people can break you out. And so he fights in two parts. You get him down a certain amount of health, he disappears and becomes that last boss we just fought. And then when you kill him, he comes back out in this form. So let's see. There it is. You can't dodge it. And I can never get in there without getting hit. Okay? He's going to fall as be a shockwave, but you should just dodge that. Okay, there's another mechanic. He chooses to play with a line. Try not to be on that line. He's just going to shoot some projectiles at him. Okay, 75%. He disappears, and now he becomes our last boss. Reincarnated. Revived. Whatever, okay? So, here we go. His attacks are the same as in the previous. Just do the same thing you did. You don't need CC for this boss. See, there's a special attack I get from having all those, all these stacks of Valor tier 4. And you get those from doing regular, achievements, not achievements, but masteries for Icebrood Saga stuff. And that's where you get those. So as you can see, my group is subgroups 3. They're all healed up. This is so easy. All I have to do is keep up barrier. This is why you can stack. That's why you want to stack, so you don't have to worry about a single thing. Okay, we destroy him. Here's our special ability. Okay, he's gonna drop some more stuff. See if I don't get frozen, and I didn't this time. Okay, he jumps in and out, just stack in the middle, don't move. And I'm gonna watch the shockwave. Just try not to get hit. Usually just stay on boss and you're fine. Okay, and we beat him. And you can grab your chests here, or if you just leave the instance, which I'll do the next one, they just show up in your mail, so you don't lose anything. Then when you're done, don't leave the party. If you're doing all 5, hit this door to leave the instance. Okay, 2 down, 3 to go. It's that quick, my friends. Okay, now we'll wait for him to choose again. You can also go through your inventory while you wait. Clean that stuff out. Okay, there's the next one. Oh, we're doing Boneskinner, so this is the hardest one of this selection. He's kind of going in different orders here, but that's okay. Usually people start with Boneskinner and work their way backwards. Hardest to easiest, but in the end it doesn't really matter. So at the start of everyone, you're going to hit these pylons, get your drops, and when this number gets to 30, then you're maxed out and you get the special abilities. So this one is this big reindeer, decrepit, decayed, undead looking thing in the middle. And he fights in the middle, and around here you see these torches. There's a mechanic where initially you had to like try to keep them from going out or whatever, but you don't. We just stack in the middle. But it spawns these wisps that throw stuff at you, and like they're annoying. They sap health from you. And the whole time this thing's a health sink, so you really want to stay on a squad. So the fight starts. Watch as he raises his hand. He has an AoE right there. He's going to raise his hand, and underneath, see those orange things? You want to dodge just before they fill. You always dodge clockwise, stay on your tag. Okay, ready? Watch for his arm to go up. Okay, this is a CC. Make sure you CC. Use that skill, CC. Good. If you can CC him, it's good. Gives you free hits, as it were. He's going to raise the arm in a second. Oh, no, he's not. Okay, good. Okay, 1, 2, dodge. See that? Arm went up, and those came out. If you're on that mess, it's awful. Here's another one. I'm going to use some Aegis from this. But you want to dodge right before he lands. Dodge. Good. Okay, now see, watch AoE fill, and you dodge right there, right before it hits the pylons. It's right before it fills the edge. Don't be in that cone. You get stunned, knocked down for a couple seconds, dodge left. Okay, good. Okay, my sub you can see is doing well. Okay, get ready. He's gonna jump in, ready. You're gonna dodge right before he lands now. Good. If you have Aegis or stuff, that helps. Okay. Get ready and dodge. You dodge like just a fraction of time before 1, 2, 3, dodge. That's a little slow, ran out of dodges. Okay. Okay, we almost got him. Dodge. Clean. Perfect. Alright, so let's say I leave without getting my chest. Uh-oh. Don't worry about that. It's going to show up in your mail. And you can just take them there as well. So that's the loot you get. And the 3 chests are its amount of time it takes you to kill them. You used to really have to work to get all 3, like they have levels of bronze, silver, and gold. Typically we always get gold now because just the builds have evolved to the point where this is really easy. So those are what I'd left behind. So you don't lose that stuff. So we have 2 more strikes to do. So with good healers and you're paying attention to mechanics, everybody did. Boneskinner, that was actually pretty easy. Alright, this is Voice and Claw. This is where you fight. It's also known as the Bears. There are 2 opponents, and they do different skills. And you typically attack the bow, the one with the ranged one first, the one with the bow and arrow, and then the one with the hammer second. Right about 30% you trade off. Although that's how it used to be, and go attack the other one, because when one's dead, they get in the middle and do this cone kind of attack. But people typically don't do that anymore. They just kind of kill the first one, and they know how to do the rotation in there. So we're doing this one. Voice of the Fallen's the first one we're going to attack. Okay. Okay. Stun breaks are good here if you're healing. See if the commander has a switch. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So be ready. I'm kind of watching to see if he has a switch. Does he? He does not. So we're doing the new way people do it, is you just kill this one, then focus one in the middle, and it's not hard. So he's going to do some AoEs in a clockwise formation. The first one is free. You don't take damage, so you just stay right here. You won't take any damage. But now you want to stay just a step ahead, so when he goes there, and now going here once it cleans out. Okay, now we go over here, just clockwise, just stay ahead of him as soon as it cleans out. Easy peasy. Okay, let's grab all my chests. So I apologize he's going really quick, but this is how quick they go. Unless you want me to like take my time and do this on my own, but you don't want to hear me talk that much. I know most people don't. So, one more to go, and this is Whisper. And for this one, I'm going to bring... So if you're a Necro, to bring Worm, this will help. For the next bit. What it does is, at the last 15-10% of health, this boss throws a bunch of these orbs out that do a lot of damage. If you drop a flesh worm in front of them, the worm kind of blocks them all, so you just kind of sit behind it and you don't get killed and you just finish the boss off. I think other things do well as well. I think the mechs also block those orbs, but I'm not positive about that because I typically don't run mechs. So I'll stick with what works. Okay, once here's ready. There we go. Fight starts. Okay, so the fight starts. This boss constantly knocks you up. If you fall down on the shards, I don't think it does any real damage, but it might chill you, so I tend to try to glide. So he's going to knock us up. Once they start, there we go, see that? And I just do that. So you want to stay on the boss. See these 4 rings he spawns? That's why you stay close to the boss. They chill you and damage you. So be ready for your special action. It's going to pop up if you have ability. So again, I just fly out of that. Okay, AoE, you're going to spread out, and right before it fills, right now, you're going to dodge. Try to time that. It's tricky to time, but if you dodge just before it fills, you don't take damage or get chilled. Again, try and stay on your sub. Okay, at a certain percentage, we get sent into a different realm where you fight your clone. So just fight your clone. When you defeat your clone, you're back up top. Okay, get right on the boss. Now you see these 3 chains? If you have the chain, stand still. If you don't have the chain, don't cross them. Or if you have the chain, don't cross anybody else because those chains do mega damage. Okay, dodge just before it fills. Okay, you want to stack in the greens. Perfect. Okay, see the little stopwatches that were over our heads? That means you're going to be bound for a chain. So now we have 4 chains instead of 3, I believe. Okay, we're about to go back down, so see those stopwatches, be in the middle. Oh, that guy sees jumping over on me. I'm going to take damage if he's not careful. So watch your motion if you have the chain. Uh-oh. Oh, we didn't get caught. Okay. So we're downstairs again. Okay. On the boss when you come back up. So it's going to be coming down to that time where he's going to be dropping the orbs from the center. He's going to come out in a rain. Okay, watch the chains. Good. Okay, so spread out. Dodge. Okay, I got a chain on me, so okay, here's the orbs. When he does that. And someone else has some stuff on him too, so we don't have to worry about it. Good job. Thank you for group. And in a nutshell, that is your Icebrood Saga or IBS 5. Now that we're done, I can leave the group, and I'll just show you a couple other things real quick. So you get all these chests, and here's what you can do with your rewards once it loads. Okie doke. So in these chests, you get, karma and such. So so this will tell you chest, and I'm going to use all these. So if I use it, you see you get some cotton scraps, crystal, Iterite ingots. These are for like some of those weapons relative to Icebrood Saga. Okay, this one, get some eternal ice shards, and then large. Let's see what this has once that kind of goes down. So ingots and eternal shards. What else we got? Oh, it opened them while I got them. These were from the mail. Okay, so I didn't get a chance to show you. But anyway, we got this. You also get something you build up is some of these shards. You can talk to this guy for some of the crystals you get from the chests and events. You can buy all kinds of stuff in these shards. You can trade crystals, and here you can get ascended stuff. So like if you want to get ascended for fractals, this is a good way, or raids are a good way. Back in the day, you used to just have to get drops from the fractals for that, and that was what is this? Don't need it. So you have that, and then at the end of the week, I think once a week, you can open this up. And you see how it says like hum, echo, echo. That's level of, so you can be open once a week. That's the level of items that you can gain from this chest that you've built up doing your strikes. Use 3 profit crystals. And then you get these chests here. Let's see what I got. I think you get materials and such. Preview, there we go. So items from the following list. So you get some materials, uncommon, rare. You can get some of this stuff. And then you still have super rare. You can get some precursor drops, which you can then use for legendary weapons. Then you get more ascended stuff. So let's see what I get from this.
Good morning.
Just some gear or ingots. Okay. Let's see. This one has. This one does not. Oh, it does. So same thing. So let's see what I get from this one.
Quite a reward.
And oh, pretty good. All right, let's try this last one. I think it's all the same. This one can give you. Oh, that's pretty cool. I have one of those, but those are nice. Okay, so they vary a little bit. Let's see what we get from this one. Beautiful. Okay, so that is basically strikes. I apologize for how quick it goes, but they go quick. So if you have 20 minutes to kill to get free loot, that's basically the way to do it. Another thing too is we talked about you know, builds and stuff, and getting a build from maybe a website that's geared towards raids. Whenever you when you get the build, they'll sometimes tell you the right rotations, the skills to use, in which order to get the most amount of use out of them, or to make them most effective. I will often grab that, and the rotation can be pretty long, so what you want to do is break it down, learn 5 linked skills. Let's say it's like 2, 4, 5, 8 or something like that. Learn to use that on a boss and a strike, so you get used to having to move and use the skills, and then as you get the first 5 down, add another 3 that are next in the chain, so you get the whole thing. And eventually, before you know it, you get it, and then you can use that anywhere. You could also use it on a training golem that they have either in the fractals or in training area and raids, but I prefer to get loot for my time rather than just waste it. But I will say I will probably maybe spend 5 minutes getting the first 5 things down on the dummy till it's somewhat muscle memory, and then I'll bring it into fractals or strikes or whatever. Either way, I think it's been more than enough talking out of me. Thank you all for watching, and have a most excellent day.